Bought me one of these Weber 26s, and I'm gonna make been seeing on YouTube these Broen Sears out of the baskets. I don't want to buy the other brand. I won't mention the name, but they're like way too expensive, like $150, something like that, around that. I won't use these baskets for anything else anyways, but this is the way you can smoke in your smoker. But the concept is you put these together, and it's going to lay right here to form your charcoal basket. Then you put foil right here, or you can make a diverter plate and put your water pan there. And then you put your meats that you're going to smoke on this side over here, and your basket will slowly cook, or you know, your charcoal will slowly burn, and should give you a long burn time. But I'm going to try this out and bolt this together here. And I'll mention the guy's name in the comments. I can't remember his name that started it, but in case you don't find his channel, you'll see him on my channel, but I'm giving him credit for it. He's the one that started them, you know, making them. So let me get this set up here. So what you're going to do, make sure you're doing the right tabs that you're taking off, because this is going to be the bowl here. So you want to take this tab off and this tab, not take it off, but bend it out. That way that'll come undone like that. And basically what you're going to do is you're just going to be bolting these together like that. You're going to be bolting these together like this, and I'll have to bend these out a little bit by hand. But let me get my right measurements, get them clamped, and then I'm going to drill some holes, and I'll be back with you in just a second and show you more how it's going to work out. Here's the basket. Took me about 10 minutes to do it, but as you can see, I just put a bolt on the back side here, one on the bottom here, two in the front, and I also decided to make a expanded metal bottom for it to hold the charcoal a little bit better so it doesn't go through the grates as fast. Kind of hold it together a little bit better, but it came out real sturdy. And see how this fits. Lays in there just like that. And like I said before, you just put foil down here, so kind of a blocker for the heat coming down and up. And you have your airflow coming up here, flowing over, and some heat going down, and your foil will be kind of a convection plate. I might make a steel one, like I've seen the other guy do. And the only other thing I might do is I might block these holes, bring the foil up on just this end here to keep in front of the water pan, because the water pan will go right here, and kind of keep the heat from the charcoal going this way. It would have to go up and over the meat instead of, it might kind of grill the meat, you know, or what you're trying to smoke. If it's going out that way, I want a more indirect thing is what I'm trying to say. So I probably block those holes, you know, like I said, or I might even bolt another piece of steel back there on that back side. You know, if I make my convection plate, I might do it round and then kind of come up, and just to block the heat from directly going that way. But I'll try to do a burn test tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I will next weekend for sure. I'll probably do a dry run and see how I can control the temps. And I'm using my fireboard today on my smoker, so I'll probably I didn't want to do it today, and I want to be able to, I don't really trust the Weber gauge, so I want to do the fireboard, and then that way I can get an accurate test and the temps and everything else, how it's going to run. I don't want to waste a brisket or Even ribs right now are kind of expensive, so I don't want to, you know. I did kind of shape this out and bend it a little, you know, the round part, you know, to shape it. I mean, it can always be put back together with ease. Just take the bolts out, and if you want to use the charcoal baskets as regular two-side charcoal baskets side by side, you can. And I'm not sure how I'm all going to run this yet and how I'm going to vent out, you know. That's all will be in the next video, and I'll see how it works and see if I can maintain a 250, 275 temp. I've smoked in a Weber before, but not this way, and I usually don't use water, but I see how water in the kettle would help a lot, you know, trying to stabilize temps and stuff. But when I got a full day, probably be next weekend though, I'm gonna run this with some wood chunks and some charcoal and see how it goes. But I just figured I'd give it a try on a Weber 26-inch, you know, kettle. I'd like to have that option to pull this out instead of the big smoker. If I'm going camping or whatever, I can still smoke wherever I need to go, and I know I can make it happen. It's just trying to figure it out and adjust and get to where I need to be on it. But thanks for checking it out, and like I said, I'll put in the description the guy that actually designed the basket, how he did it, and he gets credit where credit's due. I'm just making a copy of it, and that way if people don't find it on his, they can find it on mine. I have a few followers, so. But thanks for checking it out all, and I'll give this a test next weekend, and we'll see how it does.